Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing another race. This one is called Not Hard at All. And by the sounds of things, it's not actually going to be that hard. And if I explain it to you, you'll understand. So let's get started. But before we do, I just got to say this real quick. When you're doing this race, or if you choose to do this race, make sure you only do one lap. Or 2 laps if you want to waste even more time, because this race is so long. Alright, let me show you what this race is all about. Okay, so it doesn't matter what car you pick, you're not going to need like a specific car until you start. So just pick any car you want. I'm just going to pick the Elegy, because why not? Let's just go with it. But let's go with this. Okay, so the first thing is that this is actually a transformer race. This is not circuit race like I have done before in previous races. So I'm only doing 1 lap so I can show you guys what this race is all about. Now, straight away when you jump into this thing, you'll spawn as a Rotor 2000. Then you change to a Krieger, and all you have to do now is try and get up this massive ramp here. And trust me, you can do it without a boost. It is a little bit hard to get up to, but once you get up to the top, it's pretty downhill. Well, actually, it's kind of teleporty. See? And then you change it to the Betty 801, I think that's what it's called. And all you have to do now is just go through all this. It's not hard, like I said before. This race was meant to be easy. Well, not even easy, it's kind of hard, but I can't make it too easy, you see. Okay, so just jump up to this one. Pretty easy, pretty simple. You're supposed to jump from... I wanted to make this more for the Rotor 2000, so you could just like jump from place to place to place to place to place. And there's more with the Rotor. And let's just say the laser as well. There's actually quite a bit to do with the laser, but once you get to about this point, you start to get a little bit more vehicles in. So let's go straight to the next one, which I'll be honest, this next part is kind of frustrating, because you turn into a Deluxo, but you have to quickly press on the hover mode as quick as you can. Unfortunately, I never could do this right, but if you could do it, I'll give them. So all you have to do now is just get up here. It's very simple, very easy. If I were you though, I would just stay to the side or something, and now you change it to the oh god, I keep forgetting the name of this vehicle, but the Camacho. You turn to the Camacho because this part is off-road. That's the only reason I do it for this one. There's more vehicles than just this though. Pretty soon we're going to turn into a laser jet. And you can't use the guns, just so you know. Now as you can see, we still got a fair bit to go. Take a look around us. The first part we're going to is that little bit of a plus shape down there, but I'll show you what I mean when we get up closer to it. Okay, so we're coming up on this little plus thing right here. I want to call it a plus because it's the only thing I can... Oh no, maybe it equals. Yeah, go with it equals. But we're actually going to be changing into another vehicle now. And I bet you could guess it, it's the Rotor 2000 again. The only reason I wanted to make this vehicle be the one is because I wanted to change it so you could jump from place to place to place. This place is not too easy, not too difficult. I didn't want to make this too easy, otherwise, well, there'd be no challenge in the race. Trust me, I know how to do this, but it's sort of hard. It's sort of hard, sort of easy, but it's a bit of both. But it's not actually meant to be hard. None of these things were designed to be hard. The only thing I'd just say that would be designed to be a bit harder would probably be something near the end of the race. Now you change it to the Vigilante. Now you could use the boost if you want, it doesn't really matter, but oh well. Just use what you want. Now this part was actually designed to make it so you have to press the respawn button so you can teleport up to here again. And let me show you an example. Okay, so we were down there before. Now we're up here. That's why I kind of wanted to do it this way. So that way you have to teleport regardless of where you are at. But sometimes you can mess it up by not actually getting in there. But once you do, it's always pretty simple. Now the next checkpoint's actually behind you. This is the only probably annoying part of the race. Now I'd suggest not putting a boost on when you're doing this. Just keep a classic car going on. You will use the Vigilante again in the future of this race because you're going to need the boost for another part, but it's not exactly for now. The boost wasn't actually for then. But now we're coming across probably the hardest bit of the race, which in my opinion, I personally don't mind. And even when I say the hardest part in this race, it's not even that hard. You still got a little bit more to go, sure, but it's worth it at the very end. Alright, let's just get over there now and I'll explain what's going to happen once you get there. Actually, maybe I could explain this now. There's actually two ways of going around this. You could either A, slide down the ramp and jump off the edge, use a parachute and then parachute underneath the thing, or you could just respawn. See, look, I'm not going to use the respawn button for this, so the key here is to actually go off the side of the ramp and quickly press on the parachute button so you can easily get down here. Now that is probably the only hardest part of the race where you have to do this. It's not exactly too difficult. That's why I wanted to say it's not too hard and it's not too difficult. Now, for this you have a choice. You could either do it or you could just leave it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to leave it. Alright, now we go to another transform after this. This is just another plane. Oh no, it's the ruiner, then the plane. The reason I had to do this was because if I didn't make it a jump there, you probably would have fallen off. Now you still have to get to that next checkpoint. It is possible, I think, to get down there. But it's kind of hard. Originally this race was actually going to be intended to make people feel a little bit nauseous from all the teleporting and stuff, but really, it's not really that bad now because I'm not really feeling that sick from this. Although I will admit, it is a very long race. It's not really that hard. If you guys try this race, let me know what you think down in the comments, because this is kind of an interesting race if you decide to try it out. Now, for this part, I kind of wanted to just have more of a plain ride here. I didn't really want it to be too hard. Alright, now just go down here and go back up again. To be honest, I scattered those ones a little bit. Just a tiny bit. I didn't do too much, but, you know. Oh man, just then I almost thought I was going to blow up. But don't go too fast, otherwise you might just do what I did and fall off the edge. The next checkpoints are just up this ramp thing here. Now, there is a little bit of a minor problem here. It's not too bad. The only thing that's really the problem here is this part here. Now, you could use the boost, which I'd actually recommend you use the boost to get up this next ramp, because it's, I think, a bit longer than the other one. So get up here and use the boost to get up there. Just don't do it on this last one. Just make sure you do it on just the second one. Now you can use the boost to get back down again. Okay, grab that checkpoint and go grab this next checkpoint here. I only added it in because I didn't really want to waste this piece here to the puzzle, but there's more checkpoints up ahead. We still got another plane ride before we go finish this race. And I haven't told you this yet, but this race actually has another 100 checkpoints race. This is actually 100 checkpoints. So it's kind of good that they're all crammed up together, see? 86, 100 checkpoints. Alright, so just jump down here. You could just jump here if you want to, but honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter at this point. Okay, so once you've done that, you'll be coming up on another teleportation soon. Not this checkpoint, not the next one, but the one after that is another plane one. Now, this one's going to be a bit more downhill, or in this case, flying. We're going to be going to that. I don't know how to word it properly, but let's just say we'll be going to the only one that doesn't have crazy obstacles like the ones that you've seen before. That one that we just were at isn't really that crazy. I didn't want to make that too hard, but you'll see. Now this is a little bit of travel. There's still one more change to the plane. Again, it's not now, but I wanted to make another quick change at the end of this race because, well, I had it when I was making it, and I just thought to myself, I don't want to waste this. I want to use it for something, and I thought, why not use it for here? And as you can see, you see all those red things down there, down below? Those were all the teleportation things you were doing at the very start of the race. Interesting, eh? Now, this is actually intended for you to lose all your parts. Yeah, I actually did mean to do that, because I thought there's so much impact that this vehicle could take. So, yeah, that's sort of what happened there. I wanted to make this a bit easier for you guys to understand, because this race, it's not really annoying. It's a little annoying to deal with, but it's not exactly the hardest race to deal with, you know. But we're nearly done. We're on our last checkpoint. All we have to do now is just go to this last checkpoint. Now, the difficult part is probably getting the plane in the right angle so you can get to the checkpoint. So maybe what I suggest is just make sure you're hovering close to the ground, just not too close to the ground. Otherwise, you might end up blowing up. So I don't want you guys to mess up this race at the last moment. Yeah, it's just not good to mess this up. And boom, that is done. Now, if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss another video from me. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.